Hello, so this is me going live, I guess, here for the new moon reading, or not new moon, the full moon reading. So there is a full moon in Leo today, actually. It was about around right now. It's actually currently at 100% luminosity. You can't currently see it in the sky where I'm at. I will be able to around more like 5 o'clock is when the moon will be visible in the sky, so that's kind of cool. If you actually want to like see it at full luminosity and you like live near me, that's about the time you would be able to see it. So last time it took me like over an hour to like pick all my cards and everything, so for this time I decided to just pull the cards before I kind of came on live. I don't know what the cards are underneath these or anything like that. I just had used the decks and pulled the cards and everything just before coming on here. So I do have the 4 decks that you can select from again. I have the 4 crystals that go along with them as well. Kind of just quickly, briefly explain. They're very similar, energied crystals, well, except for one. But 3 of them are very similar energied crystals, but they're also still obviously different, but they do have that similar energy to them. Just as they're kind of all the first to third kind of chakra, kind of a very yellow energy, kind of go go go, but there is a little bit of difference between them for sure. And then there's also the Chia Solite, which is different from them. So I'll just kind of quickly briefly explain what each of them kind of their vibe and stuff like that, and then feel free to kind of pick which pile resonates best with you. And then I'm gonna like flip them, and I'm actually using a different deck. It's one of my newer decks, so I don't have everything like in my head instantly, so I will still be using my book with it. It's actually, it says that it's like a tarot card book, but it's not. It's definitely an oracle deck, just because it does not follow the traditional how a tarot deck is laid out. It's just the name of the deck, so it's not actually a tarot deck. But yeah, I'll get into this here. So first deck, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just gonna go kind of in a circle. I don't know, it's a square, whatever. So the first one that I'm gonna start with is pyrite. So this is the piece of pyrite that I have. So it's really gorgeous. It is what you would call fool's gold. It's very commonly known as. It looks kind of like gold. It's really pretty. It's shiny and stuff like that. This one is definitely a little bit, it's slightly tumbled. You can obviously get it more tumbled, but you can still see the kind of like harshness of what pyrite looks like on the inside. Like when you really zoom in, it's hard to see, but definitely it's pretty awesome. So the next piece, so kind of explain a little bit of pyrite. So pyrite, obviously the fool's gold, it's very much of an abundance stone. People really like to use it when they're trying to like attract prosperity, things like that. Whether very commonly when you really look at it and things like that, fool's gold really goes along with money, stuff like that. But abundance can really be more opportunities, things like that. Abundance always doesn't always have to mean with, more money, things like that. Abundance could be, more love or other things in your life. But definitely it's really also a kind of a grounding stone as well. It's going to be something that's mostly connected for the 2nd and 3rd chakra. So it's going to be more of a lower stone. It's not going to be something that is, if you're, it's not going to resonate with something that's going to be like with the 3rd chakra or something like that. It's going to more connect with the 2nd and 3rd solar. So that would be the solar plexus and the sacral chakra. 2 and 3 there. Really connects with kind of like orange and yellow, so that's obviously going to make sense. There's a lot of kind of, how would I say this? It's kind of an adventure stone as well. But yeah, it's really kind of abundance and manifestation is really the main goal on that one there. So moving on, kind of a little bit of citrine. So citrine, one I have is, it's faded some color a little bit, but usually it's a very yellowish stone. Mine has faded a little bit over time. It's fairly old. It's lived in the sun a little bit as well. Certain stones can and cannot be in the sun, things like that, water, different things like that. So yeah, definitely there has been some color fade on mine. But citrine itself, it is very much same thing, kind of that yellow abundance feeling. But with citrine, you're really gonna feel more of a go, go, go kind of energy. It's a very energetic stone. It's something definitely used when you're kind of trying to create more things in your life. There's a lot of creativity that goes along with this stone. So it's going to be more used for like maybe if you're working on a project or something like that. So it's still the idea of like there's abundance around the stone, but there is kind of in a different way where like pyrite is almost more of like just luck and manifestation, where citrine is going to be a little bit more of like having the energy to do the work to create the thing that you want, if that makes sense. So, you know, I love this one. I've used it a lot. I really connect with this stone for sure. I've had it for quite a while too when I think about it. I think I've had it longer than I've had the pyrite, but not as long as the next stone, which is Tiger's Eye. So I'm just going to move on to that one. So the third one here is, I have a few pieces of Tiger's Eye, but I'm pretty sure this is the first piece that I got. So yeah, let's just look at the cat hair more on my hands than the stone. But so that is the piece of Tiger's Eye that I have. So Tiger's Eye, same thing. It's really kind of going to be that third, which is really kind of connect with the kind of overall theme of Leo. It's very much of a fiery go, go, go kind of abundance, like look at me, spotlight kind of. There's a lot of things that have to do with the ego when it comes with Leo as well, when it's especially with kind of being in the full moon. So it's really illuminating those parts of ourselves really that we need to look at. So that kind of goes very well with all the yellowness and the abundance and the what do you want kind of thing. So Tiger's Eye, same thing, really kind of that third level chakra abundance, kind of that yellowish vibe. But really the difference for this one's going to be Tiger's Eye is going to give you the ability to also kind of calm down, look at things, have that wisdom that you need to plan out the things that you want. So like, for example, how this is kind of like projects and stuff like that. This would more be like receiving knowledge or like getting ideas, like if you're stuck or something, like creative solutions, things that are gonna, you know, maybe help you make sense, stuff like that. So really this is gonna be more of a stone that's gonna be more of a learning stone. So definitely still creating opportunities, a lot of things like that will have come with Tiger's Eye. Lots of new things will show up, new ideas that haven't made sense before that might link. But definitely there's the abundance with it, but there's going to be a little bit more intellect to this one as well, where like there's action, kind of luck, and then this is going to be more of the intellectual side. And then to the last one here, so this is Chiasolite. That's what this looks like. It has actually like a cross kind of in it. It is actually very often known as like the God's Stone in some different places, just because it naturally occurring has like a cross within it. So this is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be a stone that's not going to be that third chakra, but it's going to be something that is more going to be connected to the third eye and the crown chakra. It's going to be more of a head space than kind of more of the grounded middle ground here. So with Chiasolite, it's really going to be more something that is connecting with past lives, working with your past self. There is a lot of connecting to higher self, connecting to God, kind of connecting to that deeper part, like that really deep part of yourself. So really, this is something that you feel like you're connected to. It might be someone that's, you know, maybe you're really looking for answers that you don't really know how to find them, but it's like you feel it deep within you kind of thing. So this is going to be a really great stone that's going to be kind of that's great for finding answers from like within yourself. So that's kind of the 4 stones and a little bit of blah blah that I have like in my brain. Obviously, if I wanted to go a little bit more detail, I do have books I could start quoting things off of and stuff. But obviously, if you do want to know a little bit more about one specific crystal or anything like that, feel free to send me a message. I obviously have a lot more information available, but I don't want to ramble on forever. So going into it, I will start again this way, that way. So I'm going to start with the Pyrite. And again, like how I said before, the top deck, so that is these. This is actually a Daemon tarot, so it is something that is actually just kind of like a little bit on the weirder side, but I was really drawn to it, so I got it. So for group number 1, let's see here. We have Azatel, okay, Bophanite, and Runov. So let's see here. I'm going to use my book to quote. I love when I'm doing things and it just goes straight to the page you want. So for the first one, the divination, it says, beware of looking for someone to blame in situations which no one person is responsible. Focus on fairness and offer equal praise for success as blame for mistakes. So stop looking for people to blame for situations that are out of your control, kind of thing, out of their control, out of anyone's control. Definitely don't be putting false blame. So definitely a lot of these cards, the main point of these readings is really looking at ego issues. That is the main point of this full moon reading. So definitely that's why I'm using this deck, because it's very much like, these are your problems, deal with them. It's kind of a rude deck. But yeah, so it's basically beware of looking for someone to blame. So stop blaming other people's for that's nothing other than your kind of thing. It's very much the whole like, you created your own life, don't blame anyone else for it. A little bit of rude deck, but Bophanite. Alright. So, divination from Bophanite. Focus on finding worth and beauty in circumstances or items that others may regard as ugly. So, find what, you like, what makes you feel unique. Definitely he's kind of like a nature kind of, he's a toad. Like, Azatel's kind of scary looking demon dude. And Bophanite is frog guy. It's a stone toad, and he's magical stone. And yeah, that's what he is. But yeah, it says finding the beauty in things that other people might find, ugly. So definitely, maybe if there's something that you are longing that you want to do and other people are like, you shouldn't do that, do it. Who cares what other people think? This is your life. You live your life the way that you want to. Rude deck. Renov! Focus on persuasive arguments and intellectual debate. So he likes to use his knowledge of debate and argument as well as gifts for language. So really this is going to be something like, focus on being persuasive, obviously intellectual debate. So it's not like, this is not saying like go out and start arguments. That's not what this means. I did not say that. But it's focused on being persuasive, I guess, when you're having your arguments, obviously. And, when you are having that debate, like, be intellectual. Like, don't be just fighting to fight. Like, have an intellect kind of behind your thing. So finding, like, the beauty in things like that as well. So, like, you might be disagreeing with certain people on things like that. So it's also, like, if you're disagreeing on things like that, like, have an intellectual side to what you have to say. Be joyful and trusting is from the turtle. And jump in. An Andromen energy adventure. Say yes to change. So obviously with the whole ego, things like that, be joyful, be trusting. You're gonna have some change here. Definitely when it's saying like the whole Bophenite with the new adventures, stuff like that. So finding something beautiful, Azatel, I mean, beware. I mean, don't be blaming other people. It's really kind of this whole of like, claim your power. Definitely don't let other people push you over or anything like that. This is very much like, if you're selecting the pyrite, claim your power, take the adventure that you want to go for, find that beauty in that unique niche thing that you really enjoy and you really like, and go for it. And don't really care about what other people are thinking, but at the same time, like, don't be bashing other people. Have like an actual intellectual reason why you're doing it as well. Like, if you decide you want to go start a new career or something like that, don't just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna quit my job and not tell anyone. Like, you know, if you have a plan, have a game plan, and don't just do things stupid willy-nilly. So that's kind of where that is. But at the same time, obviously, you know, have fun, be joyful, have adventures, say yes to the change. But at the same time, this is like my root deck, so it's gonna be some rudeness to it. Full moon, ego, need be. So number 2 with the citrine. Hello, beautiful. What do we got going on? Ooh, again? Okay. This card was selected in my last reading, so just, if you watched the last one and you watched this one and you're picking this deck, like you picked the, you'll know if you watched the last one. But if you pick this deck and this card shows up again, yeah, it's weird. Okay, so we got Bale, we got Fleros, and Daemon. Alright, so, oh, he's the first king of hell, okay. The Duke of Hell. And lots of green. Alright, so, let's see here. So, Bale, if you pick this card, and like, this isn't anything like bad or anything to, like, this book's actually really cool. It's Forbidden Wisdom. So what it is, it's Forbidden Wisdom of the Infernal Dictionary kind of thing. So it's forbidden. Ooh, scary. So, Bale, beware of status symbols, names, ranks, possessions. Be sure that the person behind the title is worth esteem. So, you know. Okay, let's look at some more here. But yeah, beware of ranks, names, be sure the person's worth the, you know. So, maybe there's relationships, maybe there's people in your life that have a certain title. Do these people deserve this title? Really? Do you deserve the title that you have? Oh, my cat's crying. Alright, Fleros. This little rat-looking dude. Oh, he takes the form of a lecture? Okay, this is just a bad drawing. This dude here. I think he looks like a rat man. But apparently he's a leopard. Ferocious leopard man. Okay. So, the divination. Focus on unlikely allies. People that we may distrust can be honest in certain situations. So, maybe that's going to have to do with this. Maybe the relationships. Maybe there's, like, you know, somebody that has a certain title, but maybe, you know, someone that you don't know unfavorable. So maybe this is like, if you're in a relationship or something, and like, you know, someone's like, hey, I, you know this, and you don't know this person. Just like, maybe listen. Let's see what the last one's got. So, Mama is Demon, of course, it's entries. Neutral word for material wealth. So there's a lot of like a lot of association with greed and stuff like that. So maybe there's someone that's greedy in your life, because it's like, beware of avarice, focus on gaining needs and comforts, avoid not being able to appreciate what we have in the constant pursuit of more. So maybe you feel like you need more all the time, maybe you feel like you don't have enough and you're constantly seeking more, you're not being appreciative at all for any of the things that you have in your life. Maybe someone's being greedy over you, because that's really what I'm getting here, is like, maybe somebody who picked this card. I don't know, someone who's picking this deck, it really is just like, boom, someone's gonna tell you something about somebody in your life, and like, you're just not gonna believe it, but you need to. Give with unconditional love and grace is where this lovely cow is, and this one's the last time. So the golden children, it's the inner child, the innocence, the rare gifts. So maybe you are a golden child, maybe you have a golden child in your life. Maybe that has to do with like one of the relationships or something. Possibly going all with that. Maybe looking at the relationship greed. Maybe you have like, maybe you are a golden child and there's like a parent or something in your life that is kind of really greedy and taking advantage of you, and you just need to look at it and be like, hey, no, I love you and all love, but love and grace is that same thing. You need to respect yourself. You need to take care of your own inner child. So definitely I'm really getting from this here as well. If it's not maybe like an intimate relationship, it could be like a parental role, parental relationship. There might be someone that has some type of authority or something over you. But yeah, there's definitely like give with unconditional love and grace. But take care of yourself, give yourself that self-love, because there is some imbalance in some type of relationship, whether you're taking advantage of somebody, someone's taking advantage of you. But kind of look at the relationships that are in your life right now. Look within yourself. Are you taking advantage of other people? Kind of really assess your relationships with yourself and with others, and kind of like, where's the balance? Is there balance? Do you need balance in certain situations or not? Could be, maybe be like in even your work relationships and stuff like that, like maybe with your boss or anything. Maybe you know, maybe you're getting overworked and stuff like that, and you're working too much and you're just giving too much and you're not taking care of yourself. Whatever it may be, kind of thing, it's very much the idea of really kind of, there's something, whether what kind of relationship or something it is, there's somebody here kind of, either you're taking advantage of something or someone's taking advantage of you. But definitely look within, take care of yourself, and see kind of like, do you need to work on yourself and kind of stop treating other people, or like, do you need to stop letting other people kind of run all over you? So lovely Chia Soleil. What do we have in store? What do we got in store? Dumas, Harbrum, and Pickleus. Sailor's Tale. Another Duke of Hell. Okay. A Perusian spirit of the other world. Ruler of land of the dead. Sometimes he appears at your deathbed. This is a woman. Okay. Alright. Well, let's see. Demas. Beware of misfortune. Through the telephone game, gossip and rumors pass through many sources until the original facts are completely lost. So, rumors, lies, gossip, oh my. Alright, beware. Are you spreading it? Are people spreading it about you? What are you doing? Are you talking crap about other people? Are other people talking crap about you? Don't be doing it if you are. Look at yourself. When you sit down, when you're having a conversation with other people, and let's say someone's bad-mouthing, like maybe one of your friends or something, or someone that you're close to, someone that you like or something, do you say something? Do you stick up for them? Or do you just like agree, haha, it's funny, like go along with it? Do you ignore it? Or like, do you say something? Do other people do that for you? Do you think they do? No, my cat's crying. Harbrum. Beware of sharp wit and cunning, becoming a destructive force if not tempered with consideration. So, yeah, I mean, maybe someone's starting rumors about you. Maybe someone's starting lies about you, something like that. Piccolos. Beware of long-standing or family feuds, of old resentments to linger past time with anyone remembers what card started the dispute. So, like, maybe if you picked this deck, like, maybe you got some family crap going on. Maybe there's family lies or family rumors going on. Maybe there is something where, like, you're currently not connected to your family or something like that. Maybe you want to. Maybe you're at this point, because at the same time, too, it's like cracked open, rock bottom. Surrender to the alchemy of life. Accept happiness and good fortune. So, like, maybe you sabotaged yourself and, like, you don't believe that you deserve happiness, that you feel like, kind of thing. But, you know, there's definitely kind of like someone's lied about you, someone's starting rumors, someone's starting stuff, or maybe you are, maybe that's why you're, like, not connected to, like, your family and stuff like that. Maybe you started a bunch of rumors and lies about another. There's family drama going on here. Maybe it has to do with, like, outside friends, stuff like that. But there's definitely something, like, there's something that happened, there's some type of drama, there's rumors, there's gossip kind of stuff. It's something either that you feel like maybe it's happening to you, maybe you're involving yourself in these type of habits. Look kind of, you know, within yourself, or these habits that you are kind of doing. Are you talking with your family about other people? Are you talking with your friends about your family, maybe? You know, are you talking bad? Are you talking poorly about others? That's really, like, this one's very much like someone's talking crap about you, or you're talking crap about someone, for sure. And it just needs to stop. It just needs to have kind of accept the happiness, accept the good things that you do have, surrender to that life. You might feel like you're hitting rock bottom, and it's probably because of all this drama, and it might be because there have just been a lot of, you know, lies and rumors and things that have been happening, going around. So definitely kind of surrender to that, let go of those things, and to then be able to accept that happiness and that good fortune. Alright. Last card deck. Tiger's Eye deck. What we got? Alright. Alrighty, we got Agres, Garuda, Nabas. Alright, what we got? Now once was a member of the Angelic Order and is now Grand Duke of the Eastern Region of Hell. Okay. Magnificent bird and handsome man, dude. In charge of visions and dreams, but no actual position. Alright, let's see what we got. So for Agres, so he's like just a dude riding some. Focus on direction and guidance. Bring allies and helpful items closer, and pushing enemies and destructive influences away. So kind of like giving order, things like that. Focus on direction and guidance. So maybe there is, let's look again. Alright, let's get a little bit more before I start blabbing. Garuda. Focus on patience and perseverance in difficult situations. So guidance, perseverance, and on repaying those who help to attain goals. So maybe you're like needing help from other people, things like that. Maybe there's like, let's look at Nibas. Focus for dreams, both inspiring visions and relaxing daydreams, and knowing the difference between the two. So he likes to do dreams. So yeah, I mean, patience, direction. So really, I guess this one's here is like, look for your... That's Garada. And this is like Nibas. It's like a fat man typing something. Or whatever. I don't know. Some fat guy. And we have our bear, which is like, use power and wisdom. And perspective. So this is very much like, if you're selecting the Tiger's Eye deck, you're looking for guidance. Look within. Look for the wisdom that you have been asking for. Look for the guidance that you've been asking for. There is going to be answers that will kind of come out what you're dealing with currently right now. None of it matters. Zoom out. Kind of find that different look, that outer perspective maybe on certain things. Maybe try, if you're trying to create something new, if you're trying to do something, maybe there is a different way you can look at how you can start doing it. Maybe there is a different way that you need to kind of look at how you're living your life right now. Kind of just that different dreams. You're currently right now, maybe you're not successfully getting the results that you want. You're not achieving the dreams and the goals and the things that you want and stuff like that you have. Use that power that you have within you. There is that inner guidance. There is that inner map. You do know where you want to go and what you want to do. Follow what makes you feel good, and kind of the rest will fall into place. This is really that. Use that power with wisdom. Obviously, the power and the wisdom that you have within you, use it wisely. Don't just willy-nilly kind of just like, I kind of feel. Get that point where you can connect with yourself and really feel, you know, what happens. Don't just look at everything from one angle. You got to make sure you zoom out, get that kind of middle ground, that common ground, things like that. Maybe, you know, if you're starting a new adventure, if you're starting a new project, asking other people for their advice, maybe asking other people to help you out, and definitely at the same time too being grateful and wanting to return the people that help you at the same time. So like, who knows, maybe you are creating something and someone has to, maybe you need to take a course or something like that even, and someone needs to drive you somewhere and you can't drive yourself. Being grateful for someone that, you know, helped you out or something like that. Showing that respect kind of back to that person, whether it's, you know, even just a little thank you if you want to get them a little gift or something. Just showing that respect kind of back in turn. Really kind of, it's coming from these cards, it's for like, and if you're picking this deck, it's very much like, are you doing that? Are you grateful? Are you, you know, the small little things that you are getting in your life? The baby, are you not grateful for the baby steps? Take that zoom out and kind of being like, wow, like from where I was at this point last year to kind of like where I am now, like look at that growth, look at that change. It might not be where like you want it to be for a lot of people. Most people aren't exactly where they wanted to be, as you know, there was a lot of things that happened. So like that's really where this like perspective cards, like zoom out, none of it matters. Like you might feel stuck. Common ground, everyone feels stuck. It's not just you, it's, you know, it's not just that thing. And kind of like use that knowledge and like understand, and like kind of like that can be that common ground, that can be that connect where, you know, maybe like reaching out to other people and things like that, connecting with those in the ways that you can. It can still help you grow and go towards and move forwards in the adventures and the things that you do want to do. It's just in a different way. It's the perspective. Yeah, but yeah, for sure, definitely using that knowledge and that wisdom that you will get. Take that time, look within, be like, hey, you know, obviously, like, what are my dreams? What do I want to do? Am I being grateful? And if not, let's take that change. Let's make sure that we are being grateful, that we are taking that guidance, and that at the same time there's that patience that's needed, just because nothing is quickly happening at all right now. I mean, obviously things are quickly happening, but it's not the quickness that everyone's used to kind of stuff. Obviously nothing ever stops. Everything is always going to continue and continue moving forward. Whether or not you keep going with it, it's going to keep going and it's going to leave you behind. But yeah, definitely keep moving forwards. Realize that whole feeling stuck, it's that common ground. It's that thing that everyone else is feeling and stuff like that. But be grateful, be thankful for those little tiny progress steps that have been made. And that's going to really help open up that opportunity for a lot more. Kind of certain things, you know, if you're always kind of just looking at like, oh, I can't do this, and I can't do that, and oh, I can't do this. Find those little tiny things you can do. Because it's really going to help you connect with others, and it's going to help open up different doors and things that previously weren't opened. So definitely it's going to be that intellectual kind of, you know, thing as well. So it's going to be a little bit of knowing that, you know, okay, well, I can't do this. Well, instead of just complaining about it, go find something you can do. Because there's always something you can do, and that's going to always help you move forwards. Which is exactly the point that, you know, you want to do. Obviously with your dreams and your goals. You want to move forwards and have that patience and stuff. Just, you know, things take time. So, definitely, yeah. Remember, none of this matters. So zoom out, find that common ground. Everyone's stuck. So find where you're not. So I guess that will be those 4 lovely decks for my full moon reading. If you've been seeing this little like thing popping up here beside me that's like bubbly air, it's actually like my I have this beautiful diffuser, I guess you would call it. It like changes, it has like the moon, haha, for my full moon. And yeah, it's goes to full moon, to new moon, to full moon, to new, it changes. It's cool, and it smells great, so I thought I'd have it, even though you can't see it. So, but it's there. It's been there the whole time. That's what this little smoke is. Alright, well, thank you for watching. Definitely, I hope that you liked my little reading going on for the full moon. I hope you have a great day, and definitely with this full moon going on in Leo, there's a lot of work of looking within, looking at your ego, kind of looking at yourself. So definitely take that time and take the little bit of information that hopefully you got, and I really hope it helps you move forward. So thank you very much.